Okay, today I'm going to give you practical tips for coming home. I'm a healthcare worker. I'm a surgeon, U.S. surgeon living here in Beijing. And simple practical tips of what you can do. So when I come in, I have a place right by the door where I put my shoes that I wore to work, and I will take off my jacket, leave it in the front hallway. It's getting warmer now, so I'm going to change that jacket. Those are the things from the Chinese New Year that, as it were, not a great New Year this year. And I put my gloves there. So the front foyer looks like that. So then I change into a separate pair of shoes for my house, and I immediately come to what I call my Decompression Station, which is this. You can see all my masks. Now, we no longer have a shortage of masks, but one thing I would do is rotate which mask I was wearing. And I'm sure the ones who are going to be real picky are going to say, well, you shouldn't have put them together. But the idea is I take off my mask, as I've shown you in previous videos, and I put my keys here. I immediately clean my hands with the Perel, and I take these towelettes and I clean off the keys and anything else that I might have. I move it over here to sort of signify that it's clean, because that's my dirty area and this is my clean area. This, ironically, was sent to me from my friends in Chicago when we first started 8 weeks ago. I asked them to get some N95 masks. They sent it to me. It got here just yesterday. And so guess what? It's time to send it probably right back to them. So after I do that, then I will change. And for me, okay, here's my advice for what you should be stocking up on. One, it's not toilet paper. So ladies, get your hair color, because you're not going to be going to the hairdresser for a while. Do it at home. Charcoal mask, any kind of mask, because there's home spa things you wish you had time to do. You have time to do it now. Put some vitamins there, because it's possible that vitamin D may boost your immune system, so recommend taking some kind of that. I also recommend getting some good rest. Bleach. I remember in medical school them telling us bleach kills everything, only except for a few prions, which are special long type of viruses. So that will kill everything, so I keep that handy at all times. Get some nice smelling soap. This one is from, it's a rose one, and it's Japanese, beautiful. You're gonna be washing your hands a lot, might as well enjoy the smell. Get some lotion. This is my lotion, made by, hey, shout out to Darla. There's a beautiful, all-natural, organic lotion. You're gonna have such dry hands from all the washing that you're doing that it's important to get a lotion. So that's what I recommend. No, you don't need to stock up on toilet paper, because that's probably not gonna run out. Okay, what else do I recommend? I also recommend you get a bunch of good books, because you're gonna have some time indoors to read. All those books you wanted to read. I think I have a kind of funny, this is the Joy Luck Club, which is kind of ironic. I have it, Amy Tam, very famous. Then Joel Osteen. I recommend Joel Osteen because he is the Pope of Hope. You see, the cat wants to get in on this. He will uplift your spirits. If you're feeling discouraged, get Joel. And here's another thing I'm reading. George Washington's Secret Six Spies. The Spy Ring That Saved the American Revolution. Now this book, and then here's the ultimate book to be reading, right? The Bible. I really recommend that one. But this is an interesting one, George Washington's Secret Six. You know, they almost lost that war, and they needed all hands on deck. And basically, that's what I would say to the Americans now. We are ingenuitive people. So we need to start saying, okay, we don't have enough masks. Women, you know how to sew? Here, why don't you watch? This is Kiki, one of our two cats. If you know how to sew, you know that batting that you can put into the collars and things that make stiff? That probably is a pretty good filter. So if you can take that batting and put it on the back of a fabric mask, that's going to work pretty well as a mask. And then make it elastic to go around your ears, because if you aren't able to take it off easy, that's not good. So make the elastic go over the ear. Okay, today I'm giving practical tips of what to do around the house and how to keep yourself safe. I'm wearing my Life is Good t-shirt because life is good, and that's what we're trying to do, is protect life of our friends and family. Americans, I'm appealing to you. Be creative. The doctors, I understand already, are running out of the protective gear. I was thinking about it. Think about this. Firefighters have a lot of protective gear. Can we not? So those of you who either are in the fire departments or know people who are in the fire departments, can we not help get some of the gear? Obviously, you can't give it all away, but can you give some of the gear to the frontline medical workers? Because if the medical staff don't have the protective gear and they go down, even more people are going to die. Because people are staying in, and in Girl Scouts, I was always taught the number one cause of forest fires were people. So if people are staying in, we should have a lot less fires to fight. So can we ration some of those protective air respirators that the firefighters use to give to the medical personnel? So those of you who are in a fire department, please talk to the local hospitals. This is one way that we could do this. Now, this is a little bit more, radical, but also a lot of scuba divers, right? They have these closed breathing systems. They have a tank of oxygen. Well, every hospital has got oxygen that you can hook up to. Is there a way that we could use these for our frontline workers? Start getting creative, America. So those of you who sew, I think I already said it, get the batting that you use for the collars to make them stiff and the front for the buttonholes. Put that on either maybe even between, put that on the back of the mask and the fabric on the front. Put the elastic around, and that could be a makeshift mask. The one thing Americans have always done, remember when we fought I was reading about George Washington, when we fought the Revolutionary War, those guys were thought of as untrained farmers. And they were going up against the best military at the time in the world, the British. So we're at war against an unseen enemy, but we can come up with some creative ways to help the frontline workers. So again, this is a shout out to those who are in the other areas. Think of other ways. Who else has a supply of the protective masks? The other thing that they did here in China is they changed the iPhone factories and the car factories into mask making factories. So if they can do it here, they can certainly do it in the United States. The number one maker recognized across the world for mask is 3M. That's a Minnesota company. I know they have a factory in Minnesota. They have one in Dallas. We have to ask the private sector to help us. Alibaba, which is Jack Ma, Ali Health has put out a huge handbook that goes over all the basics of treatment and how to this disease and the signs, etc. We need Amazon. Step up to the plate, my friends. You need to come in, and the private sector needs to help us to solve this. Alibaba gave millions of dollars to the Chinese government to help fight this. We need our big corporations. Google, Amazon, we're talking to you. Get in there and start helping. All the government giving these stimulus package. What do you mean stimulus package? People, you just need to get safe. Stimulate the economy. People can't go out and buy. I will think they'll be buying on Amazon. Mentioning that, I had a book on hand washing and virus for children, keeping safe, on Amazon, and hopefully look for that. It's under my name, Dr. Michelle Savu. For some reason, Amazon took it down. I'm hoping they'll put it back up. So today, March 22nd, love from China. Stay safe. We can do this. Okay, this is a hand washing video to give you practical tips. First off, you can't hand wash for just quick. Wash your hands quickly and be done with it. You gotta do at least 20 seconds. There's 6 steps. First, bring your water on. Lather up really well. You're gonna start with I'm a surgeon, so this is what I do a lot. So you're gonna start with just really lathering up your hands. You're gonna do the front of your hands first. You're gonna move to the back of your hands like this, and you're gonna do both sides. Then you're gonna go in between like this. Then you're gonna do the fronts of your fingers like this. Fronts of your fingers in the palm. Then you can do your fingertips here, fingertips, and then your thumb. Those are basically the steps. 20 seconds. If you sing our song from our video, wash, 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 wash your hands, that'll do it. If you don't know that song, then you can sing happy birthday twice, and that'll be 20 seconds. You want everybody in your house should have their own towel, and they use that same towel, so you don't share towels amongst everybody in the house. That keeps you from spreading it amongst your family members.